Hello everyone. Um, I've just been. I just did this other day. It's after James Fletcher Watson. So, so it's really. I only did it for my Patreons. So I'm doing more for Patreons now. That I've gone back to having a patrons group. So we just do a few varieties of paintings from different artists and that kind of. Oh yeah. Oh, I've just put a piece of paper at the top, stuck it, then I've just pop this one there, then drop that and pop that on. Just give a bit of. There we are. I do like to work freehand, you know, more than draw. I know it's a silly bit way of being, but I just like to do straight on, really, with painting. I think it helps me. Just imagining yeah. There's an old squirrel brush. I always like to have a little bit of sienna in. This is a little mix of sienna, and then I've put in a little bit of raw umber. But I don't think I should be mentioning two things, because really this is only what I'm going to a bit of what I'll do when I'm on my Patreon, which is more interesting, really, more to do. So I'll have to be pretty fast with this one, I think. I might not get there all right. Let me just get a piece of a credit card. This is a little bit of umber, and I'm going to put a little bit of ultramarine with it, just a bit. That's not very good and clear, is it? And that's okay. Time to. Now that I'm just putting some darker colour in here, a bit of burnt umber, a little bit stronger than it was, and just a little bit of shadow outside of that little chimney. And a little shadow. There's your small window, which I'll maybe put darker later. And now we can put a tiny line across there, and we'll bring the front part in. Little bits on top of the corrugated roof, probably. There's the windows in the side view of the house. Now, let's put a small window there. There. And now I think we'll put a shadow in here. Now we'll watch we don't have it too dark, otherwise the shadow off this won't show enough. It won't break, separate it. Now I'm just putting some burnt umber on here, on this fence. I'm putting a couple of holes out where I would rather have wiped out to make white, you know. But the same, you could touch these with a little bit of white ink. You want to put any white in, there's white ink you can buy, acrylic white ink. Make sure you shake the bottle well, because it tends to rest in the bottom of the bottle. I'm just putting a bit of shading into the ground area, the rough grasses at the front here. I'm looking up at the sky. You see, it doesn't look too obvious that it's just put on, right on, with any choosing it, how to do it or anything. It's just right on, and it looks fine. Now let's put some trees in. Now these trees, what I think we can do with this one on the right here is put a little bit of cad yellow in first. And then it'll look like a separate part of the tree, which I like to do, to see a bit of colour in a tree, different than the ordinary colour of the foliage, which I like to have darker. So this is the foliage now. Any branches inside this must come down towards the tree centre, not drifting in any direction other than the tree. Come out towards the centre of the tree, because that's where your branches are coming from this. Now, let's see, I can leave that bit of green there in it, which makes it look quite nice. That yellow, which I put in there, and bring this right down to the ground level, as though you have bushes at the bottom of the tree. Now this, the right one here, now then, I might not quite, I'll not get the same colour really, but I'm going to try. I'll put a bit of brown in there, a bit of burnt sienna, just touched it in with the tip of my brush. A little bit of burnt sienna. Make it like the tree a little bit different colour. Now here we go with the dark foliage. A little bit mixture of burnt umber and ultramarine. or phthalo blue. Not using indigo, which is a very dark mix for burnt umber, and it would get you almost black indigo. I have used quite a lot of indigo in my darks, but indigo and raw umber, it makes a fantastic colour. Now you see, this is a little bit darker green than the one on the right hand side. So I'm going to have to go over that again on the right, because you don't want two different coloured trees, do you, on the same painting. You noticed these old painters, like, they did very dark trees and dark browns. They used nearly all the earth colours. Now I have it in this. I have the four yellows and the three yellows, like lemon, yellow, Windsor blue, not Windsor yellow, and cad. So that's cad, lemon, and Windsor lemon. Cad, lemon, and Windsor yellow, sorry. Now, coming to the blues, I've got Windsor blue, then I've got cobalt, and the lightest one, a very light blue, cerulean. And there's the blues. The reds is cad red, burnt sienna, light red, cad and raw sienna, which raw sienna is in the yellow. So I've like three or four of the blues, same of the yellows, 4 yellows, 3 yellows, and 3 reds. Now, can you see what I said? I'd like left that shadow there, so I'll put it on there. Oh, it's a bit too dark, that. Oh no, so I'm lighting it up with a bit of water in it. Doesn't want to be too dark, that shadow off that side which is in the shadow itself. Just touching them with a bit of black, actually. It's blackness I'm using. The left hand side tree is a nice colour of green. The left, looking at it, the one on the left of the house. Now, can you see it's a nicer green than the one on the right? Now, it would look better if I changed it, really. But it's a bit late in the stage now in this one. Now, just that white patch at the both sides now, that make it into that. Oh, that's a roof. I made that. It's a roof that of a building there back, but the other one will make into a field at the back. So what do you think about that? Just putting the black line under there. Fine, like that. This brush, incidentally, is I think it's a artificial squirrel. At least it's a tiny one. And a good point on it too. You can see I'm using it for the pointed part. Yes, I'm quite pleased with that green on the left of the house. I think I'm going to do it. I'm saying I'll have to do it darker. Not happy with it. Too light. I think you'll see what I mean when you get when I get putting some of the branches in. Sometimes you're lucky if you get a nice tree, balanced tree, because it's pretty difficult to get a tree. There's a lot of artists on YouTube. They just put anything, blobs anywhere. They don't try and make a nice tree. But I love trees that much. I really love trees. And I like how the branches go into like clumps on some trees. Not on others, but some they do. They're a lovely tree when they do that. The old churchyard trees. I'm just putting a dark in the entrance to the little barn part so they can get the implements in there. Yep. I'll just put a bit of I'm afraid you're going to have to join me on my Patreon. More detailed, more often. Like they say, it's not what you put in the paint, it's what you leave out, isn't it? Thanks for looking in. Now there's more work on my Patreons more often too. Thank you so much for looking in. No, I don't speak much on this one. My wife's just been taken in hospital, so I'm on my own this week. So I'm just looking after myself.